Samuel held me back until it was just us, Jesse, and Daryl in the foyer. Jesse, on Daryl's arm, led the procession toward the mouth of the sacrament hall. She paused there to let my sisters, Nan and Ruthie, who'd evidently been hiding just inside the chapel doors, where I couldn't see them, lead the way, escorted by Warren and Ben, another of Adam's wolves. At the front of the chapel, Adam waited for me next to the minister. I blinked back tears, and Samuel dropped my arm. I looked over to see what he was doing, but another man had taken his place.
Z wanted to have the honor of giving you away?
It was Bran, Samuel's father, the Maroc who ruled all the wolves anywhere I was likely to ever go, and the alpha of the Montana-based wolf pack who had raised me.
But I had prior claim.
They argued for a good while. I thought there would be blood on the floor.
I glanced in the church and realized that a lot of the Montana pack I'd grown up with were here. Charles, Samuel's brother, sitting next to his mate, smiled at me. Charles seldom, if ever, smiled. About that time, humiliatingly, I started to cry, and Bran and I walked down the aisle. Bran leaned closer.
Before you start feeling overwhelmed by how nice we all are to do this for you, you really should know a few things. It all started with a bet.
When we lined up in front of the church as smoothly as if we'd practiced it, Bran was right. I wasn't overwhelmed anymore, nor was I crying. Nan, Ruthie, and Jesse stood on my side of the church, along with Bran, who still had my hand. Daryl, Warren, and Ben were lined up on the other side next to Adam. My mother, the traitor seated in the front row of pews, sent my stepfather up to pin a silk monarch butterfly on my bouquet. He kissed my cheek, exchanged a nod with Bran, then sat back down at my mother's side. My mother gave me a delighted smile and looked nothing at all like the nefarious plotter she was. I mouthed balloons at her, raising an eyebrow to show what I thought of her subterfuge. She discreetly pointed up, and there, clinging to the ceiling, were dozens of gold balloons with silk butterflies tied to the strings. Bran enjoyed my dumbfounded expression.
Like the Fae, your mother doesn't lie. Just leads you where she wants you to go, willy-nilly, all for your own good. If it helps, you are not alone. She came to me with a coyote pup to raise, and look what happened to me. At least you don't owe her $100.
Serves you right for betting against my mother. Bran led me across to Adam, but stopped just short, pulled me back against him, and frowned at Adam, and let the weight of his authority be felt throughout the chapel. Bran could disguise what he was, and he usually did so, appearing as a wiry, muscled young man of no particular importance. Every once in a while, though, he let the reality of what he was out. Bran was an old wolf, and powerful. He ruled the wolves in our part of the world, and no one in this room, not even the humans, would wonder that he could make alpha wolves obey him. Even the organ felt it.
Pup, today I'm giving you one of my treasures. You see that you take proper care of her.
Adam, not visibly cowed, nodded once.
I'll do that.
Then the threat of what Bran was disappeared, and he became once more an unremarkable young-looking man in a nicely cut gray tux.
She'll turn your life upside down.
Adam smiled, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw my mother fan her face. Adam cleans up pretty nicely, and in a tux, is breathtaking even without the smile.
She's been doing that this past 10 years, sir. I don't imagine it will change anytime soon.
Bran let me step forward, and Adam took my hand. Have you lost any money lately?
Do I look stupid?
He raised my hand to his lips.
I have to sleep sometime. I didn't know about this until your mom called me at my hotel after she gave you the butterfly call. She apparently has been talking to Jesse for a couple of weeks. You and I were the last to know.
I stared at him, then looked at the mirthful gaze of Pastor Arnez. Have to wait for a funeral, indeed.
I didn't bet anything either.
Most people have surprise birthday parties. You get a surprise wedding.
And almost as if they were coached, which at least a dozen people later assured me was not the case. One of the helium balloons above us popped, and its remains, including a silk butterfly, fell down to the floor behind the minister. If it was an omen, I had absolutely no idea what it meant.